Over 100 JRPGs competed for this list, only 20 were chosen. What to Play presents 20 of the best PlayStation 4 JRPGs so far, all arranged by PlayScore. You can find the complete list on our website, whattoplay.com, link on the description box below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. 20th place is Tales of Berseria. Lead a band of heroes and save the world from a dangerous plague. Berseria serves as a prequel to Vesperia. Its signature linear motion battle system presents a dazzling array of fast-paced combat with every enemy encounter. A play score of an 8.42. 19th on our list is Trials of Mana. Rebuilt from the ground up, enjoy a fascinating 3D world where new and old players will explore the spellbinding world of Mana. It's still the fascinating story veteran players know, but with a few extra chapters and story content that adds a layer to its magic. A play score of an 8.60. 18th place is Disgaea 5 Alliance of Vengeance. It's one of the video game's iconic RPGs with its defining turn-based combat and adorable printies. Its proven and tested formula remains unchanged, and the addition of new classes, refined customization systems, and visual improvements make it all worthwhile. Stop overlords and lead your army of warriors, dude! It receives a play score of an 8.64. At number 17 is Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Fans of the series will definitely enjoy this as it features all the good things Tales of Vesperia has to offer, including remastered full HD graphics, never-before-seen characters, expanded story, and so much more. Control your party members in real-time combat and blaze through its myriad of enemy encounters using its iconic linear motion battle system. It receives a play score of an 8.67. 16th on our list is Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. Reborn indeed. 14 had a terrible start, but Square got their stuff together and completely overhauled its systems. This brand new Final Fantasy XIV experience ushered FF fans into a hub for their own Final Fantasy adventures that only got better with each successive patch. It receives a play score of an 8.71. Down to 15th place with The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. After its successful debut in the West, Neon Falcom moves the story forward with this latest localization of their famed Cold Steel series. New characters and an even dangerous political climate awaits players. This next chapter will have a new focus on speeding battles and turning each into a more seamless experience, all while retaining the traditional turn-based combat. A play score of an 8.71. 14th place is Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. While it's merely a simple remaster of the 1999 PlayStation classic, VIII's timeless tale still hits hard. Everyone can finally see how good-looking Squall and his buddies are as they embark on a time-bending trip of JRPG proportions. Visually, it's an improvement, but its story and gameplay remain the same. A play score of an 8.75. Lucky number 13 is Dragon's Crown Pro. One of the PlayStation Vita's best, this definitive version of Vanillaware's acclaimed JRPG gets the PlayStation 4 upgrade with 4K support and cross-platform play. This 2D role-playing game boasts a complex combat system with a unique set of characters to play at. It was praised for its rewarding RPG mechanics and a challenging dungeon crawling experience. A play score of an 8.79. 12th place is Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. The 8th installment of the Ys series marks the return of the red-haired warrior Adol. 8's defining feature is the addition of a new blue-haired heroine juxtaposing Adol's personality. Called Dana, she comes with her very own story and gameplay segments. Like its titles before, the Ys series is a treasure trove of memorable moments and unforgettable characters. It has a play score of an 8.81. We're now down to number 11 with Dragon Quest Builders 2. a spin-off of the acclaimed Dragon Quest series from Square Enix set after the events of the original Dragon Quest II. Builders is a JRPG with a huge emphasis on character customization and heavy grinding in its sandbox voxel world. It's like Minecraft, but players have to do more than just craft and collect resources. A play score of an 8.83. Did you know your reviews can influence the play score? Register now at whattoplay.com and start reviewing games. Link on the description box below. 10th place goes to Kingdom Hearts 3. It was long overdue. Sora's adventure comes to an emotional climax in this latest chapter of Square and Disney's crossover JRPG. Travel to various Disney worlds and stop an army of darkness using the power of friendship and the Keyblade. Combat is at its peak with new gimmicks and weapon transformations that make Sora and his buddies a force to be reckoned with. It receives a play score of an 8.83. 9th on our list is Valkyria Chronicles 4. Over the years, Sega has managed to capture the hearts of JRPG fans with this animated take on the tragedies of war. This fourth main installment is a return to roots with new characters and the same cel-shaded graphics in a brand new engine. It's been described as the perfect sequel as it refines the details of its addictive Blitz combat system while staying true to its creative storytelling. A play score of an 8.85. 8th place is Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, a remastered version of the 2006 PlayStation 2 classic. The Zodiac Age takes players once again into the world of Ivalice. Van and his buddies go on a grand quest to save the kingdom of Dalmasca from political doom. Now with the reworked battle system, fights are now faster compared to its original, and its new international Zodiac system grants new ability bonuses for each of the heroes. It receives a play score of an 8.90. 7th place is Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch Remastered, an improved version of the PlayStation 3 gem. With the help of Studio Ghibli's animators, Level 5 completely captures its surreal other world teeming with magic and wonder. Like a JRPG version of C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia, this childlike adventure can net you hours and hours of fun, especially with its intriguing set of characters. It receives a play score of an 8.90. 6th place is NieR Automata. Video game visionary Yoko Taro's NieR game doesn't stray too far from its over-the-top madness. Any fan of his knows how profound his stories are. NieR Automata is his latest opus that tackles humanity's lingering existential dread. Take control of androids discovering human flaws as they take down an army of odd aliens in stylish hack-and-slash combat. It's a JRPG that balances style and substance in a meticulously crafted world. A play score of an 8.94. 5th place is Final Fantasy IX, another JRPG classic that made its way to the modern consoles. This 9th major installment of the Final Fantasy series is considered by some as the series' best. From kidnapping a royalty to stopping the end of the world, a lot of care was taken into bringing Zidane and his friends' adventures in the land of Gaia to the PlayStation 4. At long last, this port is giving players the full artistic package in larger resolutions, a play score of an 8.97. 4th place is Dragon Quest XI: Echoes of an Elusive Age. Speaking of Dragon Quest, this mainline installment is branded by the JRPG community as the best of the series yet. 11 excels in its fantastic presentation of living the JRPG fantasy. Step into the shoes of a brave hero as he goes on a pilgrimage to save this enchanting world from doom. Aside from taking down enemies in its vibrant real-time combat, players can also develop relationships with its heartwarming cast of characters and bask in its grandiose story. A play score of an 8.98. Lucky number 3 is Odin Sphere Leifthrasir. The PlayStation Vita was a hotbed of JRPG hits. This remastered version of Vanillaware's Nordic epic withstands the test of time.
Players enter into a fantasy world bringing with interwoven storylines and handcrafted visuals. This PlayStation 4 port has improved combat and major quality of life changes to make it less stressful for new fans of the game. It has a play score of a 9.01. Second to the last top JRPG is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Square Enix's latest project made it to the top of our rankings without breaking a sweat. This full reimagining of the 1997 masterpiece transforms Cloud and his friends into picture-perfect form. The brand new real-time combat is slick and satisfying now that players have more freedom to engage enemies. While Remake only covers the first few hours of the original, it leaves no room for secrets and plot twists that even perplex the veteran fans. It receives a play score of a 9.14.
The prettier the rose, the sharper the thorn!
And our top PS4 JRPG of all time is Persona 5 Royal. Atlus's Persona 5 is a modern masterpiece, given how plenty their accolades are. This upgraded Persona 5 experience adds a whopping 30 hours of new content, including new characters that might steal our hearts. Of course, the Phantom Thieves are as stylish as ever, especially now with more tools at their disposal. Royal is Persona 5 perfected. It receives a play score of a 9.57.